Hey friends. Whew. This one is not going to be very easy for me. I just want to, great, my kids are walking in the door right now. Are you guys?
No, she really had to come over here. I told her no, she ran out the door.
Okay. I got the kids playing at the neighbor's house so that way I could do this. You guys, this is not going to be very easy for me, so just bear with me. I want to help others. I want to bring light to something that people don't talk about, something that is just swept under the rug, something that, like, had I known, like, had I had someone share with me their story, I maybe might have been able to not waste so much of my time, right? And so I'm sure you guys have all been seeing, I'm like sweating, okay? Have been seeing my posts and everything. You guys, I just got out of a 40-month relationship with a narcissist, verbally, mentally, emotionally, physically abusive, disgusting human, right? But you would have never known. You would have never known because I'm always just this happy person that's positive, and my Facebook is like the storefront of my business, and it's always going to be positive. But here's the thing, you guys, when you have a choice to speak your truth and share your story and help other people, I feel like it would be so selfish of me to keep this to myself, okay? So I'm just going to start from the very, very beginning, okay? And just let you guys know, like, how it starts, how it unfolds, how it goes on. Because, you guys, if I would have known, I wouldn't have wasted so much time. So my objective here today is not to bash or, talk bad about or anything like that. Is not the objective here today. The objective here today is to help other women, okay? And so, you guys, back in 2017, okay, I had moved into an apartment complex with where there were people that worked in my company with me that my husband we'd been living on the road, okay? Like, so my ex-husband builds wind farms. Like, we were living in a 35-foot camper, traveling around. Like, it was like this grand old time until, like, it was just like so claustrophobic, and then I got pregnant with Liv, okay? And so I had moved into this apartment complex with my family, okay? And at the time, my husband was home for a period of time, and then he had gone back to work, okay? So I was there by myself, like, with Michaela. Finley was still with her dad, and I was pregnant with Liv. And then I had started, I became my abuser's assistant, okay? So I had started working for him. And he's got an ex-girlfriend of, like, 15 years, okay? Well, they were together at the time, okay? He had a girlfriend of 15 years. They have a family, okay? And so I started working for him, and I was his assistant. So, like, we would work together every single day. You guys, I would mail out samples. I would go, we hung out, like, every single day, okay? And, it was kind of a little bit weird, like, we would go to breakfast almost every single day, and his ex, his girlfriend at the time never would come with us. And I was always like, well, why isn't she coming? Like, why is she not? Well, I'm just going to say her name because she doesn't care and whatever. So anyway, so I'd be like, why isn't Lisa coming with us? Oh, because she's just so lazy. She doesn't want to get out of bed. She doesn't want to this. She doesn't want to that. And, and he played it off like she was this horrible person. And he made me feel sorry for him. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, like, you have to live your life and be so unloved. You guys, like, they're such good guys, and they treat everybody else so amazing that you cannot even imagine who they are behind closed doors, or how they treat their children, or anybody that they're supposed to treat amazing or the best, they treat the worst behind closed doors, okay? So anyways, all this is going on, and now looking back, I can see how I was being groomed, okay? I can see that now. But then it was just, he's just this nice guy. And like, I get to hang out with him all day long. And like, he pays me to do this job and I get to hang out with him and he's successful in this business. So like, you know, like you surround yourself with successful people, you're going to be successful, right? And so, you know, time goes on and, you know, I have Liv. Lisa even threw me my baby shower, you guys. I have never had anybody do something so incredible for me. This was his girlfriend at the time. He guilted her into throwing me this, just the most gorgeous, you guys. I have goosebumps. It was so gorgeous. The most amazing baby shower. Okay. And I still didn't know at the time because like I wasn't like into him that way. I didn't look at him that way. Okay. But then it was, you know, time's going on and then, you know, then I have Liv, you know, and then he, you know, takes me to Target with Lisa. We spend like $1,000 on stuff. Normal people don't buy people stuff like this, you guys. Such a nice guy. Such a nice guy. Normal people don't buy gifts like this for others, okay? So there's a flag, okay? And then I had Liv. My husband at the time was home with me for a period of time, and then he'd go back on the road, okay? So he would work for 3 weeks. He would be home for 5 days. You guys, I was postpartum. I don't know if, you know, any of you, you know, ever had a baby before and like you can't even, like, you're just like, you know, and so it's like I felt abandoned by my husband. But guess who was always there? This guy was, all right? And taking me shopping. Who does that, you guys? This is not normal, okay? Going, you know, just going and doing things all the time. But guess who was never there? Lisa was never there. We'd go out to the pool. Why isn't Lisa come out here? She's just too lazy. She won't get out of bed. You know what? Whatever. At this time, by this time, they had already broke up and got back together so many times that it had been brought to light. She knew who he was. She knew that he was a narcissist. She knew how to avoid certain situations so that way she wouldn't have to go through the merry-go-round ride of, and the confusion, you guys, of being in trouble for God knows what. Who knows? You don't even know what you're in trouble for, but you're always in trouble, okay? So anyways, so they planned this great big trip. Lisa did plan this great big trip. Spent a ton of money on this great big trip to Hawaii, okay? Him and his parents ended up having to leave a little bit later than Lisa and the rest of the family because his dad, something happened with his dad. He ended up having the ambulance, all this stuff, okay? So they went ahead and went, and then I ended up taking him and his parents to the airport in Lisa's vehicle. You know, he comes around to the side of the car and gives me a kiss. He's going to celebrate Christmas and her birthday. A trip that she's paying for, you guys. I'm just like in awe. I'm like, oh my God, he loves me. Oh my God, he loves me. You guys, wrong. All wrong on all levels, okay? I just had a baby, like all wrong on all levels, okay? I've missed some of the pieces, but we don't have to talk about all of them because I could just like probably talk for 5 hours. But there was a point there that was 2 weeks prior to that, and that's when my husband left. We were having a Christmas crawl, okay, where we would all make cocktails and hors d'oeuvres and stuff, and we would go to each other's apartments and all have like a shot and an hors d'oeuvre or whatever, okay? Well, my husband was coming home at that time, and he had already talked me into hating my husband because like he would be around when we were arguing and everything. And he was just like, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve a man that treats you like that. Oh my God. He is just like, oh my God. He treats you awful. I would never treat you that way. I would never treat you that way. It's just like, what is going on here? But like at the time, it was like I was so caught up in I don't even know what it was. Okay, you guys? And so when we were having this Christmas crawl, my husband was coming into town, and I said to him, listen, you guys, I was horrible. I was like, listen, nobody likes you, so you either need to go to your room or like go find something else to do while my friends come over because nobody likes you. Who talks like that to their husband? Well, I did. You know what he did? He left and he never came back. That's what he did. he left. I mean, he tried to come back, but by this time, my abuser was already, you know, don't let him come back. Let him have everything in the house. I'm going to buy you all new stuff. You know, I'll buy you all new stuff. He took my truck. I had to go get a Cadillac. Thank God I earned a car bonus. Okay. But you know, guess who paid the down payment? Not me, because I didn't have the down payment. Okay. All the while he's sending pictures of me getting my Cadillac to Lisa, because they're still together. Okay. So this was before the trip to Hawaii. Okay. So much grooming, so much, you guys. It was, I didn't see it. I was blind. Like, I will not be able to apologize enough to Lisa. I will never be able, I cannot. Like, I feel horrible. But now that we're both here where we are today, it's like, thank God, like everything happens for a reason. But still, in this moment, you guys, I was hurting her. And I can't fix that. I can't fix all those sleepless nights. I can't fix all those days that she didn't eat. I can't fix all of that shit. I can't take any of it back, you know, but like, my God, I am so sorry. Like, I am so sorry. So after they got back from the whole Hawaii trip, you guys, the whole Hawaii trip, he was on FaceTime with me the whole trip. He didn't spend any time with her. He didn't spend any time with the family. Made her pick out gifts for me and my kids while they're on their trip that she's paying for. Okay. Makes this great big huge birthday post for her. All lies. He was just trying to make himself look good, you guys. Behind closed doors, treats her like crap. Okay. So anyway, so I was like on top of the world. Like, Lisa left, my ex left. Like, I was on top of the world. Okay. Like, this guy was like my best friend. I told everything to him. Every single secret, everything. He was so interested in learning everything about me. You guys, you know what that is? That's ammo that they put in their back pocket. They hold on to that, so that way they can throw it up all over you later, okay? So then, you know, everything was just amazing. I couldn't post pictures of us on Facebook because that would be rude, you know, so, but, you know, hey, the things that you keep private, you can protect. So as long as you keep us private, we're going to last forever. Okay. So, you know, as I'm going through my text messages and everything, because like, I'm wondering, like, where did it all go wrong? Because I spent 40 months with him. You know what I mean? And so it's like, where did it all go wrong? You guys, he was really good until about August. And then like in my messages, I can see where I say something like, God, it's so cute that you think you can talk to me this way. It is so cute, you know, but then it just goes like, it just goes, okay, on and on. But it starts out very small. And then it just gets kind of like progressively like worse. It's disgusting looking back. It's disgusting. Okay. So then it starts with, you guys, we went to Vegas six times that first year. I mean, we went all the places. Okay. One of the first times that he ever laid hands on me, we were in Vegas, and he had me take his phone for him up to the room to go plug it in. I plug the phone in, you know how it lights up. And you guys, I'm not a nosy person. If I ever come to your house, I'm never going to go through your stuff. I'm not going to look through your anything. Like, I have your phone or your purse. Like, I'm not a snoopy person. I respect people's privacy, but I plug the phone in and it says, okay, daddy, something, okay, daddy. And I'm like, well, his daughter's name's Sydney, and that's not Sydney. You guys, I open up these text messages. I open up his phone to these texts. Hurry up.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm live and I don't need your little ears hearing me. I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
I'm fine. You're fine. I'm not mad at you. You're good. So anyways, you guys, so I open these messages up, okay? This girl is calling him daddy, okay? he is making her punish herself in ways that you guys, disgusting things that he is having her do for money. Disgusting. My heart breaks for what she's had to do and done. And I don't know what she needed the money for. But when he got in the room and I was like, oh my gosh, this is just, you're disgust. And I have never, I knew better than to talk back. I don't know how I knew better, but I talked back to him a couple times. It's not even talking back, you guys. It's communicating like freaking adults do. That's it. Okay? So I'm like, you're so disgusting. Why? What is this? I'm like, from a woman's perspective, no woman is ever going to want to do anything like that. Ever, 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 ever. She doesn't enjoy what she's doing. Why? Kim, she's a single mom. She needs money for her kids. I'm a good guy. I'm trying to help her. Huh? Help her? If you're helping her, then just give her the damn money. Why? What? She's violating herself, demeaning and degrading herself. For what? For what? Just so disgusting, you guys. So disgusting. And I always did a really good job of never bringing up things up again. I never brought up anything and threw it in his face. Because I knew better. These are things that you learn along the way. You don't have a voice. You don't complain. You don't, if your food is wrong, you don't even complain about it. If you got a hair on your food in the, at the restaurant, you just cut that off and put it to the side. You better not complain. You better never complain or you're going to be sorry. Okay. So then we get home from this Vegas trip. Oh, no. That night I was strangled, thrown across the room. I had 2 black eyes. I had blood, both sides of my nose, my lip. We ruined that hotel room. Ruined it. Okay. I couldn't leave the room the next day. But every time he got done doing something like that to me, you guys, he would hold me and he would say he was sorry and how he hated having to punish me like that. You guys, just freaking disgusting. I didn't deserve that. But at the time I thought I deserved it. You know? You should have never gone through my phone. You should have never. But here's the thing, you guys. For every one that we find out about, there's more. There's 10 more. Okay? So there was 1. Okay? But then there's 10 more or so. Okay? So then we get back, you guys. And I had completely forgot about this. I think it's something about trauma that you forget. Thank God you forget until you don't forget, and then you can't unforget it, you know. But there's a lot of things that I've done that I'm ashamed of and I'm embarrassed of, you guys. But here's the thing. I don't really care. What's done is done, okay? I can be ashamed and I can be embarrassed, or I can use my story to change the world. I can use my story. I can let other women borrow my strength, okay? I can lend it to you. You guys would not believe the amount of messages that I get daily. I still haven't even opened them all. There are so many in my inbox, okay? Of women that they've been in this cycle for 25 years and they're still there and they don't know how to leave, okay? There are so many women who are coming to me and telling me their stories and just all the things. And you guys, we are not alone. I'm sure some of you right now watching this are going through some shit right now. You are not alone. You are not alone. And you guys, just I don't want to keep you guys forever, but I don't even know if you guys are sick of me yet. But let me tell you, so when we got back, okay, I started having to punish myself like that. I started having to do what she was doing. He made me. So thank God I live 5 miles down the road, and I'm not in the same apartment complex anymore. But I had to text him to ask, can I get a drink of water? Can I make my kids dinner? Can I clean my house? Yeah, you can clean your house, and you better punish yourself by 3:30. You guys, this went on for a while. Okay? So many things, okay? And it wasn't always bad, but I never knew what I was in trouble for. It was like this confusion that I was in. I never even knew what I was apologizing for. You know, because a lot of times I would be in trouble because he would be playing video games all night long. And I would just be like, hey, you want to come over? You know, because he's got 2 apartments, okay? So, like, he's across the hall playing video games until 2 o'clock in the morning, okay? And I'm like, hey, I miss you. Come cuddle with me. Come watch TV with me. Come this with me, you know? And I would get in trouble for that. And, you know, people would say that I used him for his money, you guys. I got paid $500 a week. And the things that I've had to do for that, because here's the thing, there's business and there's personal, okay? So I always did a really good job of doing my job. But then there was things that were taxed onto that, like sexually degrading things that I had to do every day, that I had to put my kids to sleep and then go over there in the middle of the night and stay up till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and then come back home and hurry to get to sleep to take my kids to school, you know, and then go over there and do all the things all day long. You guys, I was punished in ways that you wouldn't even, like, okay, so everybody gets taken out to dinner and everybody gets to go on these trips. Well, you know what? I was left home so many times because that's how I was punished. All right. So I wasn't using him for his money, you guys. All of his flying monkeys, okay, that the people that are still there right now, the people that I've exchanged, you guys wasted so much. Like my own mom wasn't even allowed to come around. I let my mom sit for 2 Thanksgivings by herself. She couldn't even come and have Thanksgiving dinner with us because he doesn't like her. You know why? Because she knows who he is. That's why. Okay. And I chose him over my mom. What was I going to do? I had to. I mean, I had to, right? And so it's just like I spent time traveling, going places, doing holidays with all of these people. And, you know, here's the deal. Do you guys think that somebody that rapes and molests is going to do it in front of people where you can all see? No, they're not. The narcissist isn't going to abuse you in front of people, not in a way where you are going to think that it's such abuse. You might see him embarrass, make snide comments, make fun of, okay? You might see them do that, okay? Like, I mean, Lisa would would suggest things, okay? And he would shoot her, you know, before me, and he would shoot her down and make her sound like an idiot, and everybody around, including myself, I'm guilty of it, would laugh. It is not funny. It is not funny. You know? Oh, God, it's like... So anyways... Jamie, you're not the only one on here, and I'm like talking to you like you're the only one right here, but you know what I mean. Oh, my God, disgusting. So disgusting. So you guys, there came a point where I wanted to just die, where I sat around thinking of how am I going to kill myself? Like, I didn't know how I was going to get out of it, that like I was just so ready to end my life. You know, I've got 3 beautiful daughters, and life never goes out the way that you plan it. So I've got 3 kids with 3 different dads. So you guys know what happens if something happens to me? My kids don't ever see each other again. That's what happens. And my kids couldn't stand to be around him because, he never let him talk. You know, he was always so nice to everyone else's kids, but not mine. You know, like my kids always had to be quiet, or they were so annoying, or you know what I mean? And like just it was just sickening. But he's such a nice guy. I mean, hey, if you want to get a divorce and you need someone to pay for it, he's your guy. You know, if you need help with, and if you're a girl and you're pretty and whatever, I mean, you don't even have to be pretty, hell. I mean, he's your guy. He's such a nice guy, you guys. And these people that are his flying monkeys right now, okay, these are all people that benefit from him financially, okay? These are the people that are defending him. These are the people that benefit from him financially, whether he's paying for Christmas, paying their rent, taking them on trips, taking them out to dinner. These are the people that he's paying for, okay? And so he's such a nice guy. He would never do that. You guys believe it or not. You know what I mean? And so, you know, after I went, you guys, one of our friends was murdered last year. She was married for 24 years. She was married for 24 years. And her husband never laid hands on her. But he shot her 9 times out in front of our apartment complex. You never freaking know. You never know. He never laid hands on her. Disgusting. Just senseless and disgusting. And I mean, I thought for sure he would never lay a hand on me after that. Okay. Well, last fall, we were up in this place, Cottonwood, Jerome area. There's about 11 of us. I don't know, a bunch of us. We're all there together and everything. And we had a great time. We had a great time until it was like bedtime. And I don't even know what happened. We'd been drinking, but I don't even know what happened. But I remember him strangling me and then throwing me, and my head cracked open on this, I don't know, it's like a sink or whatever, like a thing, okay? A really hard thing, okay, that he threw me up against. Well, I should have got stitches. I mean, I have a huge gash in my head. I had to write the lady a freaking letter and to apologize to her and tell her I am so sorry, and like, please email or call me and let me know what the cost of the damages are going to be. Like, I will take care of it. But you guys know what? That night, he held me so tight. It was amazing. It was like, I almost like, how sick was I? I mean, just disgusting, you guys. And here's the thing. People want to say, why didn't you go to the cops? Why didn't you file a police report? You guys don't understand. I was in love. I worshiped the ground he walked on. I would look at him and I thought he was the most beautiful person. I was so in love with him. And I just thought I could love it all out of him. And I just thought, if I'm a good girl, if I can be a really good girl, maybe he's going to love me like he did in the beginning. Maybe he will. You know, I held on to this thing where he had told me in the very beginning, and he said, Kimberly, you're the last woman I ever want to love. I'm going to love you forever. And I held on to that, you guys. I held on to that forever. Like, he was going to be my person. I was going to be with him forever. And the thing is, too, is that, like, I accepted it. I accepted the way that he was treating me. Like, I knew it was wrong, but I accepted it because I loved him so much that I just thought, who else is going to be stronger than me? I just want to love this person that isn't really that lovable. And I'm going to stick it out, and maybe one day he's going to love me again. And then I wanted to kill myself, okay? And I was just thinking of all the ways I could kill myself. And then I just thought, no more. You guys, this last time he had a friend visit his his new supply, who's on her way to move here and quit her job and sell her house and move here because she's going to fix him, okay? Well, she was just visiting. And he wouldn't even let me come over the whole time. They went to all kinds of places. He didn't even invite me to come over. He wouldn't even let me stay the night, okay? The last time that I saw him, he made me come home. I went over there. And this man, like, would never turn down having his body rubbed down. And, you know, he made me go home. And that was the last time that he put his hands on me. You guys, I cannot tell you the amount of times he had squeezed, like, my inside of my mouth was bloodied, okay? Squeezed my face so no marks that people can see, Okay. And then just, you know how somebody's like rushing at you, how they like lunge at you, you know? And I was like, back the off. Okay. I was like, don't you ever do that to me again. And he told me, don't touch him. He said, you'll never sleep beside me again. We are whatever done. Okay. But here's the thing. That man will not stop texting. He will just text and text and text and text and text and text and text. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. Okay. So when I left there that night, I was just like, something changed in me where it was like, I was just done. I wasn't mad. I wasn't sad. I wasn't confused anymore. I was done. And he would just kept messaging and messaging and messaging me and trying to reel me back in, you guys. I went no contact. Then he emailed me. He wanted to send me like 25 photos that we'd taken together. Dude, I got thousands. Hey, so many of you didn't even know that this guy was my boyfriend. How about that? That is how, kept me in a box. Like, I don't know. And he would always joke about how he was R. Kelly. Whew, come on. You guys, this man is a freaking joke. He is disgusting. Okay. And it's not about revenge, you guys. I'm not telling you this for revenge. Karma and God, they always take care of things in their order. You know what I mean? Like, this is not about revenge. This is about justice for women. This is about educating women, okay? This is something that should be taught in freaking school. And you can bet your ass my daughters are going to know. They will know. Because I'm not even done learning. I am not even done learning, you guys. There's so many things that are coming to light, and I'm just like, holy cow. Like, wow. You know? And it's just, there's so much to learn, and you don't know what you don't know. And so if you're sitting here today, and if any of this is striking a chord with you, and you're feeling like, holy shit, I got to get out. Just know that you're not alone. And just know, like, you know, yeah, there are things that you want to look for, you guys. And it's so easy to get sucked in. It is so easy to get, they are such good guys. You know, they do such a good job. And by the time you find out who they are, you're just like, you don't even know how to get out, you know? And so you guys, listen. If you're sick of hearing me talk about this, you can go ahead and unfollow or unfriend me, but I am not ever going to be done talking about this. And it is not that I'm this scorned woman that just wants revenge. No, I'm going to help other people. I'm going to help other, you know, women are narcissists. There's some women are narcissists too. You know what I mean? And so yes, it goes both ways, you guys. So, I think I said my piece. I appreciate you all sticking here with me, listening to me share my story. This was not easy. I have been wanting and not wanting to do this for some time now. Friday was 4 weeks, no contact. Okay. So if you have tried to call me and my phone don't work anymore, message me on Messenger because I got a new phone number and I will not be putting that out on social media. So I love you guys so much. If you feel like you know some people that you think maybe need to hear this story, go ahead and hit the share button. Thank you guys. I love you.